I thought I had an idea of what I wanted to draw, but then I thought, I don't know if I can commit to that right now. So I'm gonna do some random pieces that I had in my gallery that I wanted to redo and just finalize it better anyway. So real quick, let me show y'all
Is
what
that
I.
how you started off? That was horrible.
Oh dang! Wait, really? Or are you just messing with me? What?
That's how you started.
Wait a minute, are you trolling me? Oh man, I feel like I'm being trolled, but I can't really tell. That's hard. All right, so see now I gotta I'm not gonna restart the stream, but I'm gonna like.
No, don't restart it.
I'm not.
That doesn't make sense. What I'm just saying. That was horrible.
Wait, how would you have started it?
Not like that. Well, guys,
Oops.
welcome back. I just want to let you know I'm doing some random things, and this is how we're starting off. Like, bruh, no introduction, no nothing.
Well, I'm getting back into like figuring out the video introductions because my podcast intro is different because it's like a different name and all that. So I'm like, I don't know how I should start it, but I guess I can try again real quick. Oh, I should, oh, wait, I got an idea. All right, here we go. What's up? Welcome to the Escape. So I have some random things I want to get done today. They're going to be related to the book as the book release is drawing closer to its release date. But in the meantime, I am going to showcase some stuff I did before. And, hey!
You got till next year for the book release.
Oh, that's cold. You cold for that. I don't know if you can hear it, but that was cold. Anyway. Hey, dang pong one? Can I just call you DP? It's just to save some time. But, hey, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate that. One step closer to getting me that sweet affiliate. Sweet affiliate level. So I'm really appreciative for that. And Pong. Oh, okay, cool. I appreciate that. Thank you, because I am the king of tongue twisters. So keep that in mind. So real quick, I did this the other day. I figured I'd showcase it on stream and for the YouTube channel. I forgot her name already. Was it Oya? You butt cheek. Yo, that's not cool. Thank goodness for the backup button. But yeah, from Falcon and the Winter Soldier, wanted to do some character. Wait, was it Oya? Was that what you said? Io. You sure? Because I think it's whatever. Hey, either way, this is what she looks like, caricature wise. So I'm pretty happy with how it came up. But let's go on to the meat.
The fact that he can't keep up.
Dagnabbit. She talking mad stuff. But let's see here. So I'm gonna work on the. Oh, dude, you got gunk on the screen. Look at that. What is that? Is that mayonnaise, dude? You nasty mo. That's just disrespectful. I need a wipe. This is horrible. Nah, I'm good. Let me just use my shirt. That's disgusting. That is disgusting. I don't even know. Glad I got a screen protector. Now it looks like you have like streaks on the screen. Good lord. That was weird. It looked like I had like 6 viewers for a second, then it went down to 1. I mean, as long as there was at least 1 viewer, I'm happy. But dang, where'd those other 5 go? What's going on?
I took them away.
All right, so let me back up this real quick. So just to let you guys know what I'm doing for this. This is a vehicle because I got to work on a lot of stuff from my coloring, my backgrounds, and my vehicles. But I'm a big fan of character art at the end of the day. That's what I thrive doing the most. But I'm going to work on this. This was a really old drawing I did a couple years back, and I'm going to just redo it digitally. Whoa, not like that. There we go.
I can help.
And no, you've helped out enough. No, as I can smell the smudge still on the screen. It smells like that mayonnaise. Ugh.
But your viewers can't.
Yeah. All right, so let me see. But yeah, this is just a vehicle, a van that a character will use at some point. I don't want to spoil too much of it, but it's called the Big Bad Red. And no. Oh my gosh, you butt cheek. Ah, ah. I mean that is an impressive age though. I like that age. Other than that
Yeah,
though,
because you can't
utter
write.
crap. All right, let me get started on this.
Because you can't write.
Looky here.
You can't
Oh shoot.
write.
Yeah, this is a messy stream for me. Like I was unprepared to how to like do the lining and
Guess
for this
what?
so far.
Your viewers love me better.
Yeah, yeah, I can say that. I can probably say that. They
Your
definitely do.
viewers love me better.
Nah, they may love you. I don't think they love you better though, cause I'm
They
just
love
that
me
good.
more. They love me more. Da, 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 da.
I don't see you with your channel. I'm kind of get used to this angle. It's kind of a little awkward. Oh no, that's actually my wife. She does act like she's one of them youngins though. She be wildin'. Oh no, you're good. My wife is she is doing her own thing, wanted to mess with me for a little bit, but we the our daughter is however sleeping, and I thought, you know what? I might as well get some streaming in to get closer to that sweet affiliate goal because I am super excited because I didn't know it was going to be so simple to get it. I mean, the hardest part for sure is getting the 50 followers, but I started off with like 30 back when I did mainly gaming streams. And fortunately, I'm in a community now where people have been really supportive of each other in a bunch of discords, so it's been really easier. Then it's been easier getting the remaining 15 or so subs compared to getting that first 36. But hey, I am very happy. Ugh. These lines are gonna be a little messy because you can probably guess, but I have the camera like right here pointing in front of me. Then I got the microphone over here. So it's a comfortable look, but I gotta be careful, otherwise I'm hitting everything. But yeah, I'm really happy about the followers. It's really glad to see that. So now I just gotta stream. Average a viewership per thing. I know on my random days I'm not gonna hit that average probably, but on the planned days, on like Sunday, I'll get it. So that's something. But yeah, how you doing? What's up with you? Ooh, this is off. Uh, wait, why did I draw it like that? I just realized the headlights look so much different on this side than that side, and they're off. What in the world was I thinking? Huh, whatever. Huh, wait, what is today? Today's Thursday? Oh, yeah. I actually was supposed to work, but I got called off. So I automatically. I've been off this whole week thinking it's the day before. Because usually my work day starts on Monday. But I started on Tuesday this week. So I've been thinking, oh, okay, I worked Monday. Then I'm like, wait, no, I didn't. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can fix that. That's okay. Yeah, my days fluctuate too, so I usually get thrown off all the time. So I always gotta check and be like, okay, wait, what day it is? What day is it again? Oh man, I gotta admit, dagnabbit. Ah, that's the worst part of drawing like this. Sometimes when you draw it and you forget, like sometimes you just gotta take a break in those strokes, pause, and then you just gotta like make sure that if you make a mistake and go back, you don't like take away a good minute of line work. Sometimes you just gotta remember take the pen off the screen. There we go. I'm actually using the Twitch Studio Beta app. I just realized they had an app like this just about 3 streams ago or so. So if you go to, I forget where exactly on Twitch. I think if you go to like your channel and, man, my line work is awful right now. I should have warmed up before this, but I guess this will be considered my warm up sketch. But yeah, it's called the Twitch Studio Beta. And I think if you go to like where you can go live and stuff, it'll have all these different options available, like OBS and stuff. And I have really bad issues with OBS, mainly because I've never had a good computer for it, and I just couldn't ever get the settings to work, even no matter how many stinking apps or videos I've watched on how to do it. But yeah, I just downloaded the Twitch Studio Beta, and I just use my computer to capture the camera and the microphone, and just point it at the iPad, and I'm good. Huh. You know, I think it does too. I'm pretty sure it does. I should look into that for next stream. Oh shoot, that would make sense because there's a feature. Because I used to stream directly from my. Wait, what is this line doing here? I don't remember doing that line. Whatever. Yeah, I remember before I started doing this with the camera, I would stream directly. I would capture from my phone to my iPad. And I remember there was a beta feature where you could do a screen capture. So I definitely want to look into that because that would be really cool to see. But I'm wondering, yeah, I definitely want to look into that. Thanks for reminding me about that. I actually forgot that was a thing. Yeah, that would be amazing. I love the camera. I'm happy to be using it again for something because I can't lie. My camera has been gathering dust ever since I stopped doing my old YouTube videos and just went back into doing art stuff. Mainly me using my phone to do a lot of the legwork. But hey, I mean, I'm sure I'd find other ways to use it again, so... But yeah, it is a little awkward. I know some people tend to have like the camera looking on them downward. And that actually is a good idea, but the arm that I'm using for this that hooks up to the table, it's not really long enough to do that. And I don't really want to draw... Dagnabbit, woman.
So did anybody ask about me yet?
Yeah. Pong actually... I'm not trying to throw you under the bus. It's just good content. But, that's what they asked when they saw you, because they thought you were a kid. I mean, you are at heart.
Do these nails look like they belong to a child? I mean, they're not that bad, but come on.
I mean,
now.
they're pretty colorful, though. So, ow! Dagnabbit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I thought that was funny.
Did he just comment that?
Yeah.
And on that note...
You really want to draw something? Ah, dagnabbit, woman. You really want to draw something, don't you?
No.
Flashes. Gotta love it. Oh, I knocked the camera. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to try that next stream. My next stream is going to be on Sunday at some point, so I'm going to figure that out. Now, my issue as I'm looking at this picture is I cannot stand those windows. Like, everything else I'm okay with, but those windows are rough. Like, I'm not a big fan of those. But, I don't know. I gotta see. Maybe if I do it like... Oh, man. Yeah, once... If that works, I might... Well, then again, I really like this. Like, here's the issue I'm having now that I'm thinking about it. So, what I usually do is I stream... mainly on Twitch. My main focus is Twitch, but I do upload these videos to YouTube because I have about 2K followers on there. Granted, most of them aren't there for my art stuff, so my art videos don't really get too good views. But I figure if I keep uploading to all these different places, mainly Twitch and YouTube, I spread out my reach, more people will see it, and honestly, I'm more focused on Twitch than YouTube at the moment. But I figure it'd be pretty cool to keep that going. And what I mean by that is, I think it's smoother how it's shown here, where so the people on YouTube will be able to see the comments and whatnot because I have it in the settings in the studio beta that the comments will actually show on the screen and that'll transfer over to YouTube. Now, is this honestly going to be worth it in the long run? I don't know, but I figure I might as well give it a shot and see than to, never have done it. So, and plus, I put a lot of work on my YouTube account, so I figure I might as well keep the dust off it to some degree. But I'm still gonna look into doing that streaming off my iPad because it may have that feature too. I don't know, but it may be worth it. I still don't like that window. I still don't like it, but yeah, well. I wonder if you can use the same app and just make the iPad a source like the webcam is. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna have to definitely try that out. So far, though, I'm pretty happy with the Studio Beta app. It doesn't. Fortunately, my computer doesn't have too much issue using it because I got a one of those all-in-one desktops, so it's just a monitor that has pretty much everything built into it. And I bought it thinking, I'm only going to use this for just everyday use, recording my podcast, which is just literally Audacity, and that's it pretty much. And I'm good. And then I started at that unfortunate time, at least typically, where you decide, oh wait, I'm gonna do this new thing on Twitch, start streaming, and not look into what is needed CPU wise to do that. And this was already after I was picking up the computer. I started thinking, oh crap, I think I might have goofed. But fortunately, that was shortly after I realized, oh, there's a studio beta. After I was streaming on my iPod, off my iPhone for so long, I started to realize, okay, so either way, I have a backup. So it works out pretty good. Yeah. So I thought, because I do gaming videos as well, but I limit it to just whatever my PlayStation can capture. I know it's kind of a downgrade in quality and stuff, but it's not my focus. It's something that I kind of want to do from time to time, not put all my effort into, because I don't want to be spread too thin. I want to make sure that my main focus is my art and my podcasts. So that way, whenever I do occasionally game, it'll just be random stuff here and there, except for when the Mass Effect remaster comes out. I kind of want to do a whole thing of that, but we'll see how that goes. Because I am pumped for that. Alright, so far this is coming out better than I thought. That window's looking a lot better, so that's good at least. I'm really happy about that. But yeah, I'm trying to make it an effort now to recommend this app to everybody. If you're a digital artist, it is so fun. I have a couple buddies that have suggested other apps, and I have them on my iPad, but I haven't touched them yet. I want to, but I have so much I want to learn still on this app. But I haven't watched the videos yet. The only videos I've watched on how to use this is different cropping tools and all that good stuff. I haven't really looked into oh, how do you do the blending and all that for colors? Because I definitely need that. because coloring is not my strong suit. Because I can do some basic shading and stuff, but outside of that, oof. Let's just say this: I'm glad I get commission work, but I could be doing a lot better with my stuff. Cause I definitely want to get more commission work in the future. But I know if I make more stuff that looks a little bit more clean, stands out a bit more, I can get more requests. But for now, I got some pretty decent ones coming up, so I'm happy about that. Very, very thankful. That looks weird, but thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's actually part of the process here. So let me show some things. So this, wait, was it this one? Or was it this one? I'm pretty sure it was this one. So this was the very first picture I drew on this tablet. So this was like fresh after the WandaVision show ended, and of course that meme of Vishon came out, and I thought I need to draw this guy. It was too funny. So of course I drew him in my own style. Gave him the chain, golden chain, and all that. It's just that meme is. I think I probably laughed a little too hard at that, but thank you. But the issue I was having, like, I don't know if the screen, I don't know if the camera really captured it. There we go. So like the coloring is a little weird, like the overlap, because I didn't use the right brush, and I can only do this one outline because I didn't know how to do the background right. I did a couple times. If you see it on my TikTok, I think I uploaded it on my Instagram too. You'll see like the time lapse where I'm doing a bunch of different things and it didn't look right. It was just weird. And then this one I did of one of my characters, and I don't like how it came out at all. Like, I like the design of the character, but I don't like the finished process. But yeah, this is, I went from doing stuff like this to going to more of a cleaner aesthetic of what I was going for. Like, this is really close to what I was trying to do. And I think it's about 85 to 90% of exactly what I wanted this picture to look like. So I was very happy about that. And then you got pictures like this where I'm like, it could not have been any better. I was like, this is the wrong one. It is this one. Because that one the hair got cut off a little bit. But like, this is exactly how I wanted the picture to come out. It actually came out better than what I originally did. But fortunately, by this point, just after a few drawings, I learned how to really capture more of the shading, how more of the brushes work. I'm still having issues with some of the brushes, but at this point, I'm a lot more confident in what I'm doing. But I was really happy with this, and I have no idea why I mashed up SpongeBob and Dragon Ball Z, but I thought, why not? I mean, somehow it works. I just don't know why, but I'm really happy with that one. But thank you very much. Glad you liked seeing that. But yeah, I think that kind of stuff is really cool. That was something I said originally on my YouTube channel when I started doing our videos more consistently, was thinking about that, where not just myself but fans could look back on these pieces and go, man, he went from doing this to that. And that's really cool, just seeing it documented and going from there. And fortunately, I mean, from my first digital drawing ever on my old tablet to now, I'm like, wow, it may not look like a lot, but I've come so far just from that in my first year of actually doing digital art. So I'm pretty happy about that. I also have to remember to switch the lines. I keep forgetting that, yeah, doing the pressure points of these styluses is great, but sometimes I just gotta manually change the size of the pen from time to time. Okay, so... Oh yeah, it's crazy. Like I'm kind of in the middle. I grow better when I see it done, and then when I do it hands on. I'm one of those people that has to do it both ways for me to really learn. Just watch it a couple times, then do it myself, and go from there. But yeah, the digital work, it's great because a lot of these the digital realm is so forgiving, especially when it comes to mistakes. Like there are some things you do traditionally, like if you're painting and you mess up and it's like, oh, okay, I guess that's a part of the drawing forever now. Because I love watercoloring, and when I first started doing that, that's all I wanted to ever do. I didn't want to color any other way but watercoloring, and I still love it. But now that I'm doing the digital artwork, I mean, it's probably also due to how new it is to me, but also how forgiving it is too. And with this, everything you do can be fixed, unless your like tablet crashes on you or something, and then the file gets corrupt, which hasn't happened yet. So I'm very happy about that. Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, I've seen some where I forget what it is exactly, but there's this one where he has this arm of some sort, this metal piece that'll have like sticking out like this, and it will kind of help him balance his hand as he goes across, so he can make those really crisp lines. And in the video, he mentions right when he messed up, and I'm looking at it like I don't see anything. But of course, him being the artist who's working on the piece, he saw it, he felt it, and fortunately, I think he was able to fix it. I think he just had to color over it with an extra layer or two. But yeah, it's just one of those things. Like you said, with just a tap, it is good to go. It's like it never happened, unless you're doing the time lapse. Then you see everything that you had to fix. But that's not a bad thing for me. I kind of like showing people how it looked, what the process was fully, and fortunately, it not being like fortunately it not being over 10 minutes long, especially if the video, even if the picture took a long time to draw. I'm glad that the time lapses on here don't last very, very long. Like I think the longest time lapse video I've had off of this iPad was possibly like a minute and some change. Right. Yeah, that's the thing too. Like I sometimes I'm like, man, I probably should remove that because that looks awkward. Like the Winter Soldier, shoot, I don't remember their names. The Wakandans, the Wakandan female warriors. That picture, like originally, I did the shading on her skin a lot darker to match the picture, and it looked awful. I did not know how to correct it so it looked more natural, but it just looked weird. And at first, I kept it. Then I thought maybe if I go a little lighter on the shading, and it looks a lot better. But of course, it's in the time lapse, and it's like, it's fine. I mean, I like showing people that discovery process, so I'm afraid to see how this looks without the layer. Oh, not bad actually. Needs some cleaning up, but okay. That there's that awkward moment when you're like, okay, how does it look without the background? There are some times where I'm like, man, this picture looks so much better, and then I take away that background. It's like, oh, okay, I was wrong. The life of a artist. Yeah, I'm trying to find ways to stand out more. And I'm doing that because of a style I'm trying to show here, instead of doing it more clean. I'm trying to find new ways to stand out, and I figure what better way than to focus on artwork for my book so people can grasp more of what thing I'm crafting, and just show people, yeah, I do original stuff. You know, I don't really. I mean, for a while I did nothing but fan art, and then I transitioned back into like maybe I should draw my stuff so people, remember that I'm still doing that. And it was just something I'm trying to figure out. But I mean, the algorithms suck, and I forget when Facebook bought Instagram, but I've noticed that their algorithm has gotten way worse since that happened. And Facebook's algorithm has been crap for a long time. And I was with Facebook back when they first started, and it was awesome for a while. But yeah, YouTube's algorithm, it used to be good. I don't think it's really that good anymore. But it's still, it's still like the biggest video platform out there. So next to Twitch, I think Twitch has honestly gotten bigger. No, they're in different lanes. I should say that much. I think YouTube is still bigger because you can actually watch videos that are years old that are still on there, while Twitch is like, it's a little old. We're just gonna delete it. Which is my major gripe with Twitch, that there isn't an archive longer than like, I think the longest videos can be held on to is maybe a month, if even. But I mean, I get it. Kind of keeps the servers clean and not have to hold on to all this stuff, because you got to think about like what type of stuff, what type of servers and processors you need to hold on to these videos from YouTube's creation to now. Like I would love to know the number of how many videos are on YouTube right now. I know like how many people with just uploading on a daily basis is insane. But how many are on YouTube right now? Oh man. I'm gonna stop drawing this part right here because I don't think I can commit to it right now. Because I kind of want to just focus back on this. But oh yeah, I agree. Twitch is definitely widening their categories and just ease of access. Because when I first started Twitch, they definitely did not have this studio beta. And I'm really glad that they have it now. It's just so great. Oh, shoot, this is gonna be kind of a pain to color, but I'm all for it. All right, so of course, being called the big bad red, you gotta have red in the drawing, right? I'm gonna try for a darker red. I usually tend to go for really colorful reds, but I'm gonna see. Oh wait, let me make sure I'm on the right layer first. Oh, okay. I almost messed up, man. That would have been horrible. All right, let's widen out the brush. Booyah. Yeah, that's still a rich red, not too bright, fortunately, so that should be fine. Yeah, I gotta start watching more tutorial videos and just see how these people color. Cause there are some videos I see where they'll just like go like this, and only like this thing will be colored, and I know that comes down to like locking some of the layers and all that. I just have to practice with it, but I don't know if I really want to focus on that type of coloring. I kind of just like zoning out and coloring like this. And when you want to do like coloring this, all you gotta do is zoom in and then boom, that's it, So I don't know. Oh yeah, masking for sure. There's a lot of cool things I gotta realize. But I'm surprised, man. This app on the iPad only being $10. And all the things you can make with this app is just unreal. I would not have been surprised if they charged like $50 for this app. I would not have been surprised, but I would have bought it like, yes, take my money. I need this thing. But hey, I'm glad it's $10. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad it's $10. Oh yeah, yeah, I love that. Let me see if it. Oh, well, I forget that you have to be on the same layer and then do that. So yeah, I goofed. I remember when I first did that, I'm like, why isn't it working? And then I found out like, oh, because the person I watched who explained it didn't mention that it had to be on the same layer. They just mentioned how to do it. No shade to that person. Their video was pretty awesome, but it would have been nice to also know that. Because at first I'm like, why isn't it working? Why technology? Why do you always hate me? So I gotta get, man. My wife really, really helped me realize how I am. Like I'm just like lacking. I didn't have a good opening or nothing. I used to have fire. Well, not fire. I used to have pretty decent openings back in the day with my videos. I gotta get back into the. I haven't really been doing videos like this in a long time. Just too used to doing the podcast stuff. Whoa! Oops, wrong button. There we go. So by next stream, I should consistently be better with that because that's part of the presentation. That's what I got to get that. Got to get that energy going, that morale just popping, just dripping with just juiciness. Ooh, that doesn't sound right. Okay, I'm gonna move on from that. Oh, right, the other layer, our reference layer. So if I'm thinking that correctly, I like copy it, right? And then hold up. So I copied the layer. So if I make another layer, will it just crap. Fill layer? Oh, no, not that. Wait, wait, wait. Okay. Reference layer. Oh, here we go. Oh, I see. I think I get what you mean now. Um, so swipe the layer, duplicate. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool, cool. All right, so let me duplicate. Awesome. Thank you. See. I totally forgot about the slide function until I remembered about the delete, and then somehow I overlooked the duplicate button. Good stuff. I appreciate that. So let me put it here. I think. All right. So let's go with that. All right. So this has to be a golden yellow. I'm kind of thinking on the fly as far as colors go. My phone keeps going off. I'm popular today. Not really. Who did text me real quick? Okay. All right. So that should be a decent. Whoa, what? Oh, I'm like, wait, why did that get colored? And then I realized there's a slight little minuscule line there. There we go. It's always funny seeing that sort of thing. Like, why didn't that work? All right, let me go. There we go. Yeah, it's. I forgot when I hit back, it took away the line, yo. Oh, I love it. Wait, it's there now. So it's on that layer. Is it because I only did that part? Wait, what? Why is it? I guess I'll go over it again real quick. I don't know what's going on. Maybe there's like a microscopic thing I didn't see. Um, Technically the top one's the reference. Maybe if I switch Actually, let me see. So make the other layer. So I'm guessing this is the layer. The layer I'm coloring is supposed to be the reference layer, or I'm gonna test that out real quick. Oh, there we go. Good stuff. But yeah, layer two on top was right. Oh, so were you saying making the layer two up top the reference layer being correct? I'm not gonna touch anything until I see the response, just to make sure I don't mess anything up anymore. Oh man. Um. Hmm. Oh, I shouldn't have to duplicate level layer two. Huh. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, I'm gonna leave it as is for now, so I don't mess anything up. Because I understand what you're saying, but I'm like, I think if I do anything else, I'm just gonna mess up everything. There are days where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm on fire. I totally got what you mean. I'm gonna hit it. Uh, everything. I'm just gonna hit everything right. And then there are days like this where I'm like, okay, I understand, but oh yeah, it's not gonna go well. I'm gonna try. It's like I'll try, but it's just not gonna go well. Yeah, next time for sure. Let's see here. So maybe if I go for a darker red and see how much of this it'll color. Okay, not bad. I am feeling that. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Okay. So I'll just alter it in the cleanup. But I do like the different. Dag nabbit. Wait, what did it just do? Oh, okay, I don't know what it just did, but it definitely altered something, but I'm just going to leave it alone. Alright, so let me silence my phone so you don't hear the Among Us thing go off constantly. Ah, crap. Oof. Well, Pong, I gotta say, I do appreciate you being very active in the chat. Um, that has definitely helped this stream be a little bit, actually be all the more, not a little bit, be all the more entertaining. Actually, let me, because usually I have a decent enough time thinking of what to talk about. Because usually, even if there's no one on the stream, I'll just talk because of the fact of people that may be watching it back and all that stuff. So, because usually I find that most of my viewership comes after the fact, since half of my streams are random, and Sunday is the only guaranteed streamer. I'm like, hey, okay, this time, come check it out. So, but yeah, thank you very much for that. Okay, so I think if I do this, yeah, oh yeah, oh that's juicy, that is juicy. I dig it. Actually, let me see about doing this. Oh, thanks. Yeah, me too. I'm really digging it. Because when I was thinking about drawing or coloring this, I started thinking, just making it just one shade of red is just not enough. And wow, how did that just happen? What in the world? All right, where did I mess up? I don't see any lines. Oh wait, is that what? Oh wait, I think that would have been. I think that's what it was. It's like playing Operation. Once you make a mistake like that, you got to figure out, okay, where's the minuscule gap that I got to correct. What the French toast? What the double dipped French toast? You know what? I'm just gonna color it the old-fashioned way. I'm just gonna do it that way. I kind of like going between the two coloring uh, functions anyway. It's actually just really relaxing, really soothing. So, but I'm only gonna be streaming for about another 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna end it off. I kind of try to keep to just doing 1 hour streams, so I don't take up too much time. Um, and just hour here is pretty decent. In the future, on certain days, I may try to do longer streams, but not too much longer. But I don't really chop up these videos either. I kind of just upload them as is. Especially nowadays. Like, you remember back in the day when YouTube was just 10-minute videos? And the box was super small and everything. And over time, you just started seeing the crazy changes. Like, thinking back to when YouTube first came out, it was awesome. And, I mean, it still is awesome now. But thinking of the crazy changes it's all gone through, it's like, wow. It's really insane thinking about it. Because nowadays it's like, man, being able to experience something like that and then seeing how it is now is just wild. Like, not thinking about it today, like, so many people haven't experienced that because there are a lot of generations out there that are that were too young to know what it was like. Because I'm a 92. I'm a 92 guy, so I experienced a lot of changes. It's crazy to think I'm older than Google. It's just like, whoa. Wait, am I older than Google? Because Google came around. Wait. Hold up. I don't want to misquote myself here. Hey, Siri. How old is Google?
The answer I found is 22 years.
Yep. I got Google by 20. Oh, no. Wow. If it was 20 anything, I'd be a lot older than I am right now. That'd be insane. I have Google by, what is that, 6 years? No, 7. Because I'm going to be 29 this year. So that's pretty crazy. Yeah, it's just crazy to think about. Like, Google has changed so many things. It's made searching and everything so awesome, and it's like, wow, I'm older than that. How did that happen? Oh, I forgot to make a hinge there. Make a hinge here. There we go. Yep.
Can you watch it for like 30 seconds while he's about
Okay, gotcha.
30 seconds.
Yeah, no problem. Give me 1 sec, guys. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta watch my daughter for a few seconds while my wife uses the bathroom. Just gonna put the be right back screen on. I will be fast. I'll be back fast so you can say something really long, really fast. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious 5 times. Just let me know when you need me. Oh yeah, I saw that. I mean, I didn't see it, but I saw the message. All right, what it do? I'm back. I love this. Like, the Twitch thing has these transitions. I only have the main one and then the be right back. I don't know if I really need any others, but booyah. Whoa. There we go. So that's pretty cool. I have no idea how these doors are meant to work. I just realized that. Thank you. Um, okay, so the first door is there. So there should be a hinge. There's a hinge there. Then there's a hinge. There should be a hinge right here. And then they should be a slider because I mean it is a van. Ah, dagnabbit. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm going to erase that, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with that one up there. I think I'll overlap it eventually, but yeah. Well. All right, so let's see. All right, let's see if this will work. I'm gonna try this again. Ah, oh, I'm up the camera. My bad. I just realized. There we go. So, am I on the? So I'm on that layer. Will it work with this one? Oh, because another minuscule line. Jeez Louise. There we go. Come on, man. What is this? What is life right now? Where's the line at? Where's the line? Wait. You telling me? Wait, no, that's connected. Hold up. I see nothing. Procreate. You lied to me. I don't appreciate that. Okay, whatever. Alright. This is going to be a little messy. I kind of like having that as my style too. But I know at the same time, there is a limit to how messy I can get before people are like, ew, he draws really sloppy. So I'm kind of trying to play around with that too. Because eventually I would like to have an art book. Like in the book I'm releasing at the end of May, there's going to be art pieces in there. But I don't think I definitely don't have nearly enough stuff yet to have an art book put out. But eventually I would like to have an art book released. Just so people can have like physical copies of these characters and stuff. But I mean, I first got to see, because I got people who like the character designs and whatnot, but I want them to, like the characters too, so I got to see how that goes. So I can probably take this away now. Let's see. Looks pretty decent. Exactly. Because originally I wanted to go and I wanted to make a graphic novel. Then I realized I do not have the patience nor the means. I mean, I never mind that. I do have the means to do it if I really committed and put my mind to it. Never discount yourself. Always, once you put your mind to it, there's no telling what you can accomplish. Me personally, I think I'm better suited for drawing illustrations from time to time with a novel. I think I excel better technically I think I'm a better writer than artist. Honestly, I don't think it's that big of a difference, honestly. I think the skill level is about the same. I'm no Shakespeare or anything. I'm just saying that I just feel I'm a better writer than an artist. Actually, I said that wrong, because I view artistry and writing as the same, like brothers, like they're in the same family. So what I should say is, as far as an artist goes, I feel I'm a better writer than with drawing. There we go. And plus, there are so many things I describe and talk about in my book that I'm like, dude, I'm never going to like draw what I just described here. There's just some things I'm like, there's no way to like between like the details and all that stuff. There's just the things I try to do, but I don't know. I've gotten a few people who have like checked out my current book, and they've enjoyed it, but they haven't gotten a chance to really finish what I've shown them. So it's kind of like, to me, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, is it just because of life, or is it just not compelling enough for you to finish it? I don't know. But I do find that when I write shorter things, I have a lot of people who will come to me and say how much they liked it. But right now, the true test is figuring out if my longer stories are going to be as well interpreted, as well enjoyed, or whatnot. So, but I've been working really hard to smooth out what it is, because originally this book I was doing was originally like a weekly audiobook that I released on Spotify, Apple Podcasts and stuff, same as my regular podcast. And then I started to realize, dude, I like doing this, but I feel like I'm rushing the story. I feel like if I was to do this type of thing, I should have had the story fleshed out completely, then do the audio podcast. Because I wanted to be like, yeah, I'm going to challenge myself and write this very convoluted story on a weekly basis. And yeah, it'll work. Like a couple episodes in, I'm like, dude, this is not, like, I like where I'm going with this, but to flesh out this story properly and for it to be really where I want it to be, I gotta sit back, focus on it, and come back to it and really figure out, okay, what did I use here on the original audio version, and what can I keep, what can I enhance, and so forth. But oh, thank you. I'm glad you are looking forward to it. I will be definitely what's it called? Once it's coming out, or once it's released, I'm definitely going to be all over the place, just letting people know, hey, here it is. Check it out. Read it. Whether you love it, whether you dislike it, whether you even hate it, just let me know, so I can grow as an artist, figure out what I need to change. You know, because we're often too critical of ourselves. So as long as I find the right people who can legitimately tell me what they liked about it, etc., etc., you know, the right people, not people who just be like, oh, you suck just because you suck type deal. More like, yeah, I mean, I like this part, but this part was kind of like, it was a little drawn out, or, dude, this part was so cool because the writing was really thorough, you know, stuff like that. Just really knowing what my strengths and weaknesses are from the outside looking in. Yeah, that's the other thing too. I think if I had a team with me, it would be great. Like if I had a solid editor, or just someone who also shared my vision, I think that would be cool. I think definitely churning them out weekly would have been phenomenal at the time. But at the same time, I think it's definitely a blessing that I didn't commit to that back then, because the ideas that I've come up with now compared to when I first did that, like, excuse me, compared to what I first did about 3 years ago, I would have been happy with the story for sure. But compared to what I've come up with it now, I would have been like, dude, I need to... Oh, excuse me. My throat is like, what's going on? Hold up. I need some water. Whew. Oh, man. My throat was like, water. It's like the Sahara. Good Lord. Wow. Yeah, I don't know where that was coming from. My throat was probably just like, dude, stop talking. Drink. But yeah, I'm really trying not to die. At least not before this book release. If I can get this out, I'll be happy. but the preference is not to die at all. Without a doubt. Let's see. I'm gonna make the tires. I'll make the tires white. Actually, I was gonna make them red too, but then I thought, yeah, that would definitely put a damper. That would definitely dampen my plans. The cool thing is, I definitely have plans for other projects. My biggest plan actually is after this book drops, I'm going to step back from it for just a little bit. And plus, I have to plan out the second book anyway, so I wouldn't really step back from it. I would just focus on another project while I'm working on the next book too, because I work better when I'm multitasking ideas. That way, they can kind of flow better. And since they'd all connect anyway, it makes sense. But I'm going to be working on a spin-off afterwards. And that one I was originally collaborating with someone with, but it kind of fell through. Mainly because of just life. They're just so busy. So they'll occasionally have something thrown in, like a character design or something, but compared to what I was hoping to do, like originally I wanted to do a webcomic with it. It was going to be a spinoff that I was going to do a webcomic because I was like, dude, webcomics are popping off on Instagram. And I think that's one of the most popular art mediums to do. So I thought, oh, shoot, I should do that. I've been always wanting to get back into doing that sort of thing. And it wouldn't be as time consuming as doing a full-on graphic novel because I'm doing, just a couple panels here to a full page, etc. per thing. Make it a weekly thing perhaps, or twice weekly, I don't know. But then I started thinking, if I do this, I'm going to definitely need someone who can help pick up the slack, like, take turns doing this or that. And yeah, unfortunately, I was going to be the one mainly doing everything, so that wouldn't have worked out. So instead of doing the webcomic, it's just going to be another novel, but it's going to be a spin-off that exists in the same world, but different characters, or at least characters that, well, let me rephrase this, characters that are in the first book, but they're not main characters. They're just like, oh, okay, well, these characters are doing that, this is where we're going to continue doing it, so forth. So oh yeah, it's kind of a bummer, but I don't have the best track record with collaborations. Like, for some reason, something, dag nabbit. Oh, that actually looks kind of fresh though. Hold up, that's kind of fresh. I'm not gonna keep it, but I like that though. What does Bob Ross say? Happy little mistakes or happy little accidents. There are no mistakes. They're happy little accidents or something like that. I love it. Yeah, I'm about to duplicate this. Oh man, thank you for reminding me that. Yeah, let me duplicate and then flatten. Let me see here. Hold up, how do you flatten it? Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. It's duplicated. Okay, so I did duplicate it. So if I just I'll put it down here. That way it's separate. I don't like mess with it. That's cool. See, this is the kind of thing I like, doing alternate like skins and stuff too. It kind of reminds me of like just games in general when you unlock a character and then you have these different skins. That's what it kind of reminds me of. That's cool. Oh wait, if I hit back, will it delete that layer? Let's see. Oh shoot, it's going to. Okay. Wait, if I go back to this layer and I hit black again, it should take it back to what I was doing. Oh, dagnabbit. That sucks. Oh, wait, did I gotta go over it again? Oh wait, no, I did it with red. What am I talking about? Oh no, I'm in a pickle right now. Okay, wait. I'm in a. Oh, I gotta go all. Wait. Okay. Okay. I think I. Okay. I think I. Oh my gosh. This is just a. Wait. What is that word? There's a. So. There's the cluster word, but there's another one. There's a cleaner version of that word I was thinking. I can't remember what it's called. Ah, my finger slipped. Um. Shoot. What is it called? It's like. I was gonna say fuster clucked, but that's not. That sounds hilarious though. That's not the word I was thinking of. There's a cleaner word of that, of what I'm sure you probably know what I'm meaning, but yeah, conundrum. That's a way better, way more family friendly word. Oh man. All right. So okay, so I can get back to where I was. And that layer is still safely down there. That's cool. I always wanted to do stuff like that anyway, but I always forget to do it, and then I get too far in, and I'm like, all right, well, there goes that idea. There we go, perfect. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still glad that regardless of if it just being me working on these projects, I'm still glad that at least I can work on these projects. And the good thing is too is even though it's mainly me, my buddy has given me a lot of good good additions. Like he's helped design a lot of the characters for me and just being cool with it. So even though he may not be there for like designing helping with the story or anything like that, it's still he still contributed, so that's the important thing, and he tried. That's all I could be thankful for. I dig it. All right. So I know I said like 10 minutes originally, and I was gonna stop at an hour. I'm gonna go for a little bit longer. I got the A-OK for my wife to keep going because she's gonna take a nap too with the baby. So honestly, the baby will probably be waking up any time now, but we'll see. I miss soundboards. I really do. They kind of, oh dang it, they disappeared. Like I remember you used to be able to get them really easy. You used to be able to get them really easy from the store, from the app store, but now I cannot find any of them. I used to have this really good Arnold Schwarzenegger app. It was so good. Ah, thanks. I'm happy to hear that. This was back before I had an iPhone. I had like a generic Android phone, and there was this really dope Arnold Schwarzenegger. There's this really dope one soundboard, and it had. I gotta tell you, it had at least like 50. It had like 50 or so sounds from a number of his movies from like his classical "Get to the chopper" to "Who told you you can eat my cookies?" Who is your daddy and what does he do? That sort of thing. Right. I used to be able to do a pretty good Arnold Schwarzenegger impression, but I'm not even gonna try right now. It's really hard on the throat. So I'm actually almost done with this. But I remember it was pretty great. I had it at work one day, showing one of my buddies, and one of the regulars came in. It was when I worked at Walgreens, and one of the regulars came in about to do his shopping. I forget what he said. He's like, "Oh, what are you guys doing? Working hard or hardly working?" He continues about doing what he's doing, shopping. I was trying to put my phone away just to like start doing, what we were supposed to be doing, getting back to work because we were finishing up anyway. And I hit a button and it was Arnold saying "USOB," but he said the whole phrase, and I'm like, oh no, oh no, it wasn't that. It was quit being such a pansy, but of course instead of pansy he says the other word. It said that right after he said "you hardly working or working hard," and I thought, oh no, he didn't respond. So I'm like, okay, Okay, and he didn't say anything about it when he came up to be checked out. So that okay, I'm in the clear. But when that first happened, I could not stop laughing. It was unbelievably funny, especially the fact that it didn't come back to bite me in the butt. So that was great. But yeah, I miss soundboards. They need to come back. I'm sure it probably had something to do with licensing, but I don't know. I kind of feel like it falls under the not the public domain, but the similar free rights. No, not that. Legal use, something along those lines, where you can use it. Fair rights. There we go. Fair rights. You know, if it's not if it's not a super long clip and you're not making a buttload of money off of it, you know, things like that. I would assume that's technically under fair rights. Yeah, that's the tricky thing with licensing. You know, everyone wants their money, which is understandable, but it's like everyone is trying to be super greedy about it, and that's when it makes it so annoying. And that's what worries me about, like, if I say my work ever took off to the point where companies were like, "Hey, we want to make this a thing, you know, have it sold in stores and whatnot," because I'm gonna be self-publishing this book and it's gonna be available on Amazon. But one day I would hope to like have my stuff in, you know, in Barnes and Noble and stuff, you know, have physical copies. But what worries me is having these companies come to me and be like, "Hey, you know, sign this contract and you forfeit your rights to these characters because it now belongs to us." You know, that sort of crap. It's one of those things that just worries me because I would hate to lose the rights to my own characters just because of a certain deal that these companies had, just because they want to make sure they get their money. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with getting your money, but don't be greedy about it. You know, I have no problem giving you signing to make sure everyone gets their fair um, money, but like don't screw me out of the deal. I mean, I'm the one that, you know, helped create this, or I'm the one that created this stuff so you can make money. I mean, it's like, come on, guys. So, but it just worries me because I listen to podcasts about that kind of stuff, and people in that industry, and just the art industry, as an example, dude, they get screwed over so bad time and time again. Whether it's like a director just wanting to do things his or her own way, or just blood sucking industries, it's just crazy. Yeah, that's what's fortunate about it. That's why I'm doing it mainly through Amazon, because of that. You know, I'm able to just put it on there. It's copyrighted under me, and you know, of course, Amazon gets their money, their portion for, you know, having it on the outlet. But which is fair. You know, I'm totally down for giving the money, giving people their due rights and all that. But they're not like, hey, you know, for selling it on here, you get about 20%. And even though for me, it's not about making the money, I just want my stuff to be out there for people to enjoy it and just have fun. You know, I never really cared about the money. Is it nice having money for this stuff? Yeah, of course. I would love for people to, you know, pay me for commissions and stuff. But I mean, I do, but I don't get a lot of commission work, which I hope to change soon. But am I glad that people are just happy to, you know, get on the stream, for instance, and just enjoy and chill out? I'm ecstatic about that. That's amazing that people would actually chill with me on stream and just watch me draw and talk. Like, that's why I'm on Twitch. It's awesome. So let's see here. I don't know what I want to do with the rim part there. All right, well. Oh yeah. That's the thing too. Is I definitely want. One day I would love to be a full committed freelance artist, or even a voice actor. Like, my dream job is being a full fledged voice actor, but I would still love to do this and have it bring in income, and, you know, not have to do my day job anymore. Like, making this my day job. But if not, it's fine. I still get to do what I love. Hey, what's up, copycatter? How you doing? What's good? What's bracking? How you living? To catch you up to speed, I am working on a vehicle I designed for one of my characters. I'm trying to go for that iconic look. I forgot to mention this earlier too, actually, when I first started. But this is based off of It's based loosely off the Mystery Van with Scooby Doo, or the Mystery Machine, and honestly, it's mainly just based off of that. To be honest, I just wanted I wanted to make a vehicle that people could look at and be like, dude, I know where that's from. That's sick. To make something that someone would be like, yeah, I would make that. Because there's so many people out there who own a Mystery Machine van or own the A van or no, the 18 van, stuff like that. To have something, because I've been blessed to have made characters that people have cosplayed as. So it's like to make this something that someone would look at and be like, yeah, I would make that. I would. Can you, dude? I would literally do a backflip and then instantly break my neck because I don't know how to do a backflip outside of water. But oh no, this is not TikTok's vehicle. At the moment, he doesn't have a vehicle. I may change that in the future, but he doesn't really need one. Especially when he's with Ozma. Ozma and TikTok kind of they both, well, actually together they can fly. I don't know if I really want, well, I guess technically as Ashen they all can fly. I'm still working out the lore of my own character, so forgive me if I'm like stumbling over myself at times. But this is actually going to be Red Riding Hood's van. You're going to be seeing Red Riding Hood in the second book. She does technically debut in this book, in this first one, but it's a small appearance. She's going to be mainly involved in the second book because the second book is going to focus on Wonderland, the Wonderland world. The first book starts off in Oz, and then the spinoff takes it a bit further. But yeah, and oh, Pong, let me show you that. In the meantime, so what Copycatter was showing, was talking about was this is TikTok. He is a character. I've been trying to make sure I do the first inclusion of Oz in the book correct. So I'm making sure I involve a bunch of my characters, original characters, and also re-envisioned characters in this. So this is TikTok I did a little bit ago. I didn't do this one on stream, but and then I guess technically I should have lit with this one because it has him on there too. But I don't know if you're a fan of The Wizard of Oz, but this is Ozma, my version of her, and then this is TikTok. So they're a dynamic duo of Oz, mainly Emerald City. But yeah, currently they don't have a vehicle, but when you see what Ozma does in this book, and I'll be flat out, she doesn't do a whole lot because she's not a main character. But when you see what she does, I can guarantee you it has either never been done before as far as Ozma is concerned, or it's very uncommon. Because I hate to say it hasn't been done and find out, oh, look at this book that was released last week. She did something just like it. It's like, because you figure there's so many people out there that have similar ideas. Everything is a remix of some sort. You can be as original as you want, but at the end of the day, there's going to be something very similar, if not the same, out there. But oh, thank you. I'm glad you like those characters. They're some of my favorite. I'm really, really happy with how Ozma came out. And for those Ozma fans out there, whether you're watching this now or in the future, don't fret. Ozma will be more involved in the future, but she definitely does matter in this book, but she's gonna matter a whole lot more in future installments. But yeah, I'm trying to, for me the Ashen are kind of like my, for lack of a better connection, they're kind of like my Green Lanterns almost. Like they have powers over, they can manipulate and make constructs of ink but it goes way deeper than that. The book will go more into detail of what they can do, like the full capabilities of what they can do with ink, because they are beings of living ink. But it'll be more showcased as, of course, as time goes by, because, you know, to keep things interesting. And as standard story fashion, it's like, oh, they can do things that have never, this character can do things that has never been done before, you know, that sort of thing, to keep people on their toes and all that good stuff. And of course, not every character is going to be different. Or, wow, that didn't make sense. Not every character is going to be the same. Some characters are going to be stronger than others, just like real life is. So, you know, Ozma's pretty stinking strong, but is she the strongest Ashen? No, not quite. She's up there, though. She definitely is. But she is definitely not the strongest Ashen character. I probably should start working on the shading now. I kind of want to keep this white, just because. But I don't know. But oh, I forgot if I asked this earlier. How's your day going, Copycat? What you up to these days? That's a long nap. Oh man. I'm mad I don't. That went right over my head. I don't know what you mean. It's probably something I just said too that you're referencing, but I have no idea what you're referencing at this moment. Oh yeah. That's true. Well, yeah, my daughter, her naps can range from like just 20-minute power naps to like 2 hours. And I started like shortly after she started taking her nap, and I've been streaming for about an hour 22. So that's what I mean. Like, she could literally be waking up any minute now. But yeah, she usually naps for about that long, and since the wife usually is the one who is able to hear her at night, she usually is the one who will often take naps too, just to kind of replenish herself. This morning I was like, man, I should take a nap too, because I kind of did though, because I woke up this morning and my boss, what what are these words that I'm trying to say here? My boss texted me like literally like a minute from leaving the door, from walking out the door, and he's like, hey, sorry, I don't know if you knew this, but you don't work today. You're off. Take the day off. And I thought, oh, okay. So I just took my clothes off and just went back into bed. Like, all right, cool. But yeah, usually he's really good at telling me. Like, typically he'll tell me like the night before if I don't work on a scheduled day or not. But originally it was supposed to be, because he's my supervisor, but he's not the one who does the schedule. It's another person, and usually she'll like tell him, and then he'll tell me, or whatever. But today it didn't work out that way, so he's like, "Oh yeah, sorry," but I was like, "Yeah, it's fine. I'm usually up at this time anyway." So, but that today I'm like, "Nah, I'm getting that nap in. Got an extra hour in. I was good." Right. Yes. Always better than you're not working here anymore. Yes, I will gladly take a day off than not working there at all anymore. Please do not do that to me. Just give me a day off. That's fine. That looks a little derpy. That's supposed to be a book, because originally in the original piece a book was supposed to be right there, so that kind of goes with the page aesthetic, because it's supposed to be like not really a mantelpiece. It does look like a bow tie. Oh man, that could be a running gag. Honestly, people could look at it like that'd be kind of a running gag with the characters. They'd be like, "Why you got a bow tie right there?" No, it's a book. Oh, it looks like a bow tie. Whoa, what the? Wow, that actually looks kind of cool too. Not the fact that it took away every detail I just put in there, but the fact that it's like a clean white with the red, that's sick. Because The pink and black down here is really cool, but well, there we go. Much better. Okay. So I might as well talk a little bit more about the book, 'cause I haven't really done that too much in the streams. I've mentioned it, and of course, most of my streams lately have been character design stuff for the book. But so it's mainly sci-fi and fantasy. The book, so people aren't really like surprised, it starts off very sci-fi-esque, and then it goes more into the fantastical realm of sorts. But I want to make sure that when people read it, they're not like, oh, where'd this come from? So I want to make sure that it still keeps that sci-fi aesthetic to it, but still people can look at it and not forget that it's sci-fi or fantasy. It's like a hybrid. Because I mean, let's be fair, sci-fi and fantasy are, brother and sister. They can work together. Okay, that looks more like a book now. It still looks like a bow tie. I can't lie, but I think now it's still has more of that look I wanted. There we go. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That should have been more like that. I'll keep it like that. I don't really care. Yeah, you know what? The butterfly part makes sense too. So I think keeping it like that is fine. I was originally gonna do squibbles and stuff on it, but Oh, you know what? Technically, these pages should be red if it's to go with the character. But I like the white though. I don't know if I want to stick with that. Yeah, well. But we go from, so the Oz in the book is, I try to make it as unique as possible. So I'm going for a cyberpunk type Oz, and then Wonderland, it's going to be steampunk. And it's not going to be like full-fledged everything steampunk, everything this. It's going to have those elements, but it's not going to be like Cyberpunk 2021 or and Wonderland isn't going to be like how BioShock Infinite was. It's going to have those elements, but not every single thing is going to be that. I'm trying to have like a hybrid of sorts. So I'm going to hope that translates well. If not, it can always be adjusted. But yeah, I'm trying to just, I know that's been done before, but I'm going to try and see by how much and hope that it's unique enough to grab people's attention. That actually looks good. I'm digging it. All right. Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. Because I feel like, getting people's attention is one thing. But keeping it, that's a whole nother can of worms. There we go. I'm a little torn. I liked the white, but like I said, the red pages really goes with the character and her story, so I feel like it would be weird not to include these pages being red. I'm on the wrong layer. Dag nammit. What? Dag nabbit. I'm on the wrong stinking layer. Well. The more layers you make, the higher the possibility of that happening. So, whatever. It's not a big deal though. Honestly, if it really mattered that much, I could just hit back and just redo those, but I couldn't really be bothered to do that, so yeah. Oh, so I guess I can say this too. So planned characters that are going to appear in the first book as far as Oz goes. So the majority of the characters I have are my original characters, but obviously with Oz and Wonderland being incorporated, you got to have the OGs in there too. But of course, I have my own designs to them. They're going to have similar elements of their original selves, but at least their public domain selves. But I wanted to make sure that I make them as unique as possible too. So what I have planned is the characters that are going to appear in the first book are you got the Cowardly Lion. You have the Green Man, Ombi Ambi, who is a character that appeared in the book. He was like the one-man army of Oz that actually escorted Dorothy, the Scarecrow, and them to Oz, or not to Oz, throughout Emerald City. And of course, you got TikTok and Ozma, Scarecrow, and I'm still figuring out how I want to have the Tin Man in there. I have an idea, but I'm still working on it. But I think what I have planned for the Tin Man will be cool, so I'm gonna have him in there. But I do have some Oz characters appearing in, or I have some Wonderland characters appearing in Oz too. Like Humpty Dumpty's gonna be in there. Tweedledee and Tweedledum. But yeah, I mean, some characters you'll see that may just come and go as an appearance, as like a cameo, but fear not, they will be more involved in future installments. It's kind of like the MCU, you know, you see them and it's like, hey, I'm here, just to let you know, and then they're like, oh, that's what they were, oh snap, I remember them now. It's kind of like how you had Hawkeye in the first Thor movie, then you had like Black Widow first appearing in Iron Man 2, you know, that sort of thing. It's almost like I'm very inspired by the MCU, so I think that's pretty cool. Handling story elements like that, so. Oh, and the Jabberwock. I have the Jabberwock in the series, but I'm using the Jabberwock as more as a cosmic threat. This Jabberwock is going to be insane. And that's where you'll start to see kind of like the Mass Effect inspiration come in as well. But I would like to say, for Mass Effect and Kingdom Hearts fans, I would say you're probably going to see a lot of similarities in these in these stories. Oh yeah. I'm trying to make it a full-fledged, huge series where you really have no idea who you can run into next. That's one of the things of the story is you'll never guess who you run into next, and I took that from like the first Kingdom Hearts trailer ever. I think I'm gonna stop with this. I'm gonna do an outline of another piece real quick, and then I think I'll end it there. But let me pull it up real quick. Let me see here. I technically want to draw him because I need to work on his character sheets, but well, this is a character you'll see in the spin-off book. Quantum Cab. It's like Futurama meets Rick and Morty, but family friendly. That's my strive in my content. Typically family friendly stuff. All right, so I'm gonna work on an outline for him real quick, and then I think I'll stop after that. I have a tendency of not finishing a lot of my pictures, but I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. Because this is an important character too. But I should get into the habit of drawing characters that are actually drawing more of the characters that are gonna actually appear in the first book. Instead of like, yeah, you'll see this character eventually. But that'll be next stream for sure, because originally for this stream I was going to draw the Green Man, Ombi Ambi, who has a really prevalent role in the first book, but I figured it was going to take too long to design him and flesh him out. But I figured, in retrospect, that's part of the fun of the stream, is figuring out how the character was going to look and stuff. So I'll work on that next stream. That'll be my Sunday stream. Is just putting him together. But this guy, I'm really happy. I'm really happy with his design. This guy is called Motive. And he is a gumshoe character, a mystery solver, inspired mainly by Fortnite and the Question himself from DC Comics. Really like the Question. Of course, for me, he was popularized in the Justice League Unlimited cartoon. For me, Justice League Unlimited was what opened the door for all, or at least the Justice League cartoons and the older stuff too. That's what really opened the door for me figuring out, okay, who's this character? Who is that? Whoa, what? So, because I have always loved reading comics, but I never got super in depth in them enough to, you know, look at this character and be like, oh yeah, I know that character. So, safe to say the cartoons have been like a saving grace for me as far as being able to identify most characters now who come up. So from that, the Brave and the Bold cartoon, all that good stuff, all that juicy goodness. Yeah, I don't know why I gave him a cube head, but I wanted to make sure I have like a bunch of these questions. He's kind of inspired by the Riddler too, honestly, mainly with the Question aesthetic to him. Mario Brothers, yes, that makes sense too, actually. I gotta admit, I love me some Mario Brothers. Pause. Have you played the new Mario game? The Bowser's Fury one? It looks cool, but I'm not a huge fan of the Super Mario 3D World games. I don't know why, they just haven't really interested me. But I'm really into... I mean, I love the Mario games. Like, my favorite one to this day is still Super Mario World. And I know back in the day, I wanted to just draw everything Mario World back in the day. And you know, that was like pre-internet. Well, not pre-internet, but that was like before it was really good, where you can get on and just find and just accomplish whatever on the internet. You know, back when it was still, that was, you know, Super Mario World back when it was like dial-up internet. Couldn't use the phone at all when you were on the internet. But I remember what I loved so much about Super Mario World was the fact that they had that super bomb game pamphlet that had all the characters in it, or at least a lot of the big ones. Like, it had Mario, it had the Mario Brothers, it had Yoshi, Bowser, Peach. I don't think it had all the enemies in there, because I mean, those were a lot of enemies, but it had a lot of like really good illustrations of them in it. And I used to stare at this for days, because I was like, dude, this is how I want to draw. I need to draw like this. And that's all I would ever draw, that and Dragon Ball Z. I mean, to this day, that art style, not as much Dragon Ball Z. I mean, it still does to a degree, but I'm not really an anime artist. I appreciate the anime style, but it's just not for me as far as drawing it goes. But I'm more inspired by Western styles, but at the same time, I would also say Eastern too, because now that I'm looking at it, there are a lot of styles that take inspiration from Eastern that I like a lot and kind of base my style off of too. So there's that as well. So that's why I usually say both. Yeah, you remember that? Yeah, dude, that was. Oh man, that was such a good booklet. I bet I bet it's on Amazon for like $1,000. I wouldn't be surprised, cause that's such what's the word? Memorabilia, something like that. Oh man, that was my jam. If I was to ever find that booklet, or at least like the art of, actually there probably is the art of Mario I can probably get right now. But the Super Mario World art style was different than what it is now. Not that that's a bad thing, but I want that old school Super Mario World art. I need just a book. Just, oh man, I need that in my life right now. Wow, that is a horrible hand. I'm gonna leave it at that because I just don't care right now. The hands are the artist's bane. One of the biggest banes ever. I know people have gotten a lot of flack in the community for tracing. And I gotta admit, whenever I trace one of my own drawings, I always get nervous that someone's gonna be like, "Oh, what are you doing tracing art, you phony?" And then I'm like, why should I care? I drew this originally. I'm just making it better now digitally. I got nothing to prove or nothing to hide for that matter. Like, I'll pull out the original sketch right now and show you. But it's just one of those things. I watch, what was that one guy? There's this one guy on YouTube that I like who's really cool. Ignore that crap you just saw on my phone. Nothing really to worry about, just random crap. I'm watching Pokemon Let's Go currently. I have the game, but I like the Let's Player who's doing it, so I'm like, I'll give you a watch. Wait, who is he called? I gotta find him real quick. History. Don't worry, there's nothing crazy that's gonna come up in this history. What is his name? I'm gonna give him a shout out real quick because he's a really cool artist on YouTube. Mohammed Agbadi. He does some really cool stuff. He'll like review artist styles. He'll talk about things that are going crazy in the art community, like this art thief that was going around on Redbubble doing crazy stuff like that, or even he talked about Butch Hartman at one point and enlightened me on why so many people hate Butch Hartman, and I gotta admit, I understand why. I didn't know about that, so I'm like, dude, this is some crazy stuff. But oh yeah, DeviantArt was awesome. But yeah, is awesome because it's still a thing, but it's not as, I don't think it's as big anymore. But yeah, DeviantArt, I know, had a lot of flack for that too, and that's why they incorporated that watermark feature too, to kind of help prevent people from stealing stuff. Some days I wish I would get back on DeviantArt, but I'm like, there's so many pages out there. I just don't. There's so many things out there that I would love to submit my art on, and I'm glad that nowadays you can typically submit art on, or submit stuff on one place, and it'll automatically default to submitting on everything else. But some places like DeviantArt, they don't have that integrated, to my knowledge. So that'd be kind of, otherwise I'd be back on DeviantArt and be like, yeah, check out my stuff. The more exposure, the better, especially now that I'm more confident in my artwork. But I got to get back on improving, because I don't want to be crutched. Like, I feel like if I focus too much on digital to the point where my traditional suffers, I don't want to be that way. But I find myself, when I'm drawing, I always want to go to digital, which isn't a bad thing. It's new to me, so of course I want to focus on that and so forth. But I want to definitely go back to the drawing board, I guess, when it comes to digital stuff, and just focus on all the good stuff that will help honestly improve my digital work. Yeah, DeviantArt's definitely a place that would be a lot better if they upped with the times and made that functionality a little better. So I guess this is a good time to stop because if I don't stop now, it's gonna be like 5 hours later, and it's like, whoa, where'd the day go? But this has been really fun. Um, I have a lot of stuff to do. Like I gotta I want to do a bunch of character sheets for these characters, but I'm such a slow drawer. Even when I'm not streaming or anything. Yeah, yeah, I'm hungry too, to be honest. But I think this was good. We accomplished some pretty cool stuff. Drew this, which was random to me. Really happy with how it came out. Next stream, I'll definitely work probably on the Green Man. Cause I really look forward to drawing him. He's a fun new character to me. And next stream, I'll show you guys the progress of this stuff too, and just go from there. But very, very appreciative for you guys coming on here. We're at about 3 viewers now. I don't think I hit the average for the affiliate today, but regardless, I still am hitting the marks. I got an hour and 40 plus minutes towards the goal for, I think it's like 8 hours or something like that. So either way, regardless, each stream is still drawing me closer to hitting that affiliate goal. So I'm very appreciative for that. And nice meeting you too. I really appreciate you being on here, being very active in the chat, following me and all that. Very awesome of you. And I look forward to seeing you again in future streams. So until the wind hits our sails yet again, I will see you all in the next Escape. And until then, this is I.Escape signing off.